This is Lacy Robertson, the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide. And I just wanted to share some information um, for victims of the California fires, or for that matter, any natural disaster. Okay. So while I'm praying for you, unfortunately, life still goes on and we still have to handle business, right? So I want to give you guys 10 things that you need to consider, that you actually need to do and put into practice to help you along the rebuilding journey. Number one, you need to get a P.O. box. A P.O. box is important. If you don't have one already, like myself, I've had a P.O. box for years and years. If you don't have one, it's very important you get a P.O. box. This is the deal. From this point on, when you are filling out paperwork and you're going on interviews for various what's help, that's what I want to say, various organizations that are offering help, you want to make sure that your PO box is on all documents that you fill out from this point going forward. You don't need to miss any important documents, so that's why we got a PO box. Okay, number two. Now, many of you guys who have experienced, whether it's a total loss in your home or it's been damaged, and you're unable to live there at this time, let's just face it, we need to save some money. We need to save as much money as we can. So what I want you to do, I want you to call all your utility companies and shut off service. You don't need service. You're not there. So your electric, your gas, your television, phone, newspaper, magazines, whatever it is, you need to discontinue those services. One, you're not at the house, and you're not going to be taking advantage of that stuff. And then secondly, you want to save money. Okay, so make sure you call all your utility companies and free service. Number three, I want you, now this is very humbling because many of us work really hard. That's how we provide for our families. And we never, ever probably would have thought in a million years that we would be needing to reach out to the Red Cross or FEMA or shelters. Look, do not be ashamed. Help is out there. There are many people that can empathize with you and know perhaps what it is to be in need, or more importantly, they want to help. So I want you to register. Do not be ashamed. You are not by yourself. I want you to register for as many programs that are announced and made available for you. You may think you don't qualify. It's better to register, uh, look on the website, get all the information. It's better to know for sure than miss out on benefits and opportunities for aid just because you overlooked it. So whether it's FEMA, whether it's the Red Cross, whether it's various shelters or programs on the city, on the local, city, and state level, and federal for that matter, make sure you reach out to them and register for everything. Let them tell you no, or you know what, you would qualify if you can provide X documents. At least register and get the information because there's help out there. Number four, you guys know I'm all things mortgage and real estate related, and four and five are really important. Number four is I want you to contact your insurance company, whether it's your homeowners insurance company or for those who are renting, you're not left out, your rental insurance. It's important that you call them immediately because that triggers the loss of use. If you wait to call them, then that date is prolonged and your benefits are prolonged in the sense of they don't start immediately. So you want to make sure you are calling your homeowners or rentals insurance policy and let them know the date um, that you are no longer able to use your property, so your benefits are triggered right away. Most of the time, this coverage does include immediate funds to cover like essentials, clothes, toothbrushes, food, and that type of thing. So you want to make sure you call them, okay? The longer it takes you to call them, the longer you will receive benefits, at least those upfront benefits to help you with food, clothing, necessity, very essential items, medicine. So you want to make sure you call them. Okay. Number 5, this is really important. You know, I'm all things mortgage and real estate related. I'm here to provide value. And number 5, you're going to have to look for, if you've had a complete loss of your home, you're going to have to look for a long-term rental. Now, it's a couple of things I want to share about this. Be careful in looking for a rental place. There is good and bad in every industry. And unfortunately, there are people out there, they're disguising themselves as real estate professionals. They're disguising themselves as property owners or property management companies, and they are not it, right? They're not realtors. They're not more real estate professionals. They're not property managers. They don't own property, and they are just trying to scam people. So it's really important as you're looking for a long-term rental that you contact a registered person, a licensed person, I should say. So a licensed realtor, a licensed agent, a licensed property management company. Make sure. And then when in doubt, you are always welcome to contact me. My number is 714-914-7254. Again, that's 714-914-7254. If you've been looking at a place and you want to verify that who you're speaking with actually owns the property, I'm more than happy to help you in that area because it's really important. I seen people in times past, they actually lost money because they thought they were renting a place and it really wasn't that person's place to rent out and they were out of their money, and it's just a sad situation. So couple of things with looking for a long-term rental. So one, you want to make sure you're dealing with uh, a licensed professional. Look them up. You can go to the California DRE website and look up that agent or that property management company and make sure they are legit. The second thing is when you're looking for a long-term rental, don't just settle for the first thing that comes, right? When your policy speaks of loss of use, it actually is meaning that you are able to get a property that's of like kind. Now, remember, you don't just want to settle because you may be there for a couple of years, right? It's going to take time for debris to be cleaned up. It's going to take time, the permits and rebuilding. And so you want to be in a place that you're comfortable with. You want to be in a place that suits your family's needs, is close to your work or, close to your children's school. So don't not take that into consideration. Okay. I know it's going to be a lot of thousands of people that are out looking for a rental property, but make sure that you keep in mind loss of use in your policy is for you to get something of like kind. And then also that you get something that you don't mind staying in for a year or 2 years or whatever the time frame is necessary until you actually rebuild your new home. Okay. Number six. Okay. This is going to be the one thing that you completely dread, and you need to itemize all your belongings. Okay. You need to itemize all your belongings because this is the deal. It's necessary for your claim. Your claim with the insurance company, they're going to want an itemized list of your belongings. Now, this can be rough because things come to mind. So reason I suggest that whenever something comes to your mind, you immediately write it down. So maybe keep a notepad on your phone or, a pencil and paper in your purse or, you know, I don't know what wallets have that, but maybe a man purse or something. But make sure you have something available that you can write down your personal belongings or a list of your belongings as it comes to mind. Because you may sit down now and, write down, I had a picture, I had a washing machine, I had a dryer, I had all of these things, but you're not going to remember it all at once. Okay, you're not going to remember it all at once. So you may be driving, you may be going to get you some lunch or dinner, and something else you remember that you didn't put down on that list. So you want to make sure that as things come to mind, you keep adding it to the list. Now, it may make you tear up. It may make you sad because you're thinking about, oh my gosh, I lost this and I lost that. So I want you to be encouraged. You can get through this. I'm here for you. I am rooting for you. I'm doing all that I can on the front lines as it relates to not only just sharing information, but volunteering my time at different locations to help you in any way that I can. Number 7, replacement costs. Replacement costs, that is notated in your policy, right? So as you're making the list of personal items, you also want to write down next to that item, what would it cost for you to replace that item? Now, listen, let me tell you a little bit about me. I absolutely love deals. Okay. I love deals. I'm not that person that I'm like, boasting that I paid $5,000 for a bag and $2,000 for some shoes. Like, I'm not that person. I absolutely love deals. So I love to share that I got a $200 suit for $59 because it was on sale at Macy's and it was on the last act. Did I tell y'all that? My little secret. Anyways, so when you're writing down a list of all your belongings, right? And then the replacement cost, I would not write down that I got that and it cost $59 because it was on sale and it was the last act. No, 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 no. Replacement cost would be if I had to buy that item again today, what would it be? It probably won't be on sale. It just won't be on sale. It's going to be more than that. And don't worry if your list is so long and the amount attached to all your belongings exceeds your policy. I want you to keep writing. I want you to write down everything that you own. I want you to write down the actual replacement cost for that item. Some isn't going to be very difficult for you to figure out, but you can. There are resources out there. If you need help, again, call me. I'm a great resource. 714-914-7254. Because this is the deal. If the amount exceeds your policy, I'm not a tax professional, but I believe you can talk to a tax professional and be able to write that loss off on your taxes. They can help you with that. Again, I'm not giving tax advice, but that's something I wanted to put that bug in your ear so you can make sure you don't miss out on any opportunities to uh, to get as much and recoup as much as possible, right? Okay, so you want to make sure you do that. Number 8, again, I talked about this just in point number 7. When it comes to your taxes, you want to make sure you have that list of items because it's going to be necessary that whatever you don't get from the insurance company, you most likely can count it as a loss, right? You can't double dip. You can't say a loss for all the items because you're going to get Prayerfully, if you have insurance, had fire insurance, you're going to get some kind of reimbursement for your loss of personal items. But the difference, you most likely talk to a tax professional and they will advise you properly. Number nine, I want you to call any other insurance policies that you have. Some of them you'll be surprised. They have very unique um, benefits in their policy, right? Specialty insurances that you may have. You may have a mortgage insurance policy, right? And so maybe you lost your job because your job was in the area of the fire and you can't work. And maybe you have mortgage insurance that'll help cover your mortgage for a specific amount of months or something like that. So call all those specialty insurance. Let them know what you're going through. And you'd be surprised, you may be pleasantly surprised that they have like a little provision or they have a writer that can help you out in this tragic time. And then number 10, this is so important. I mean, this is really important. I want you to network with others. I want you to network with others. Don't be afraid to open your mouth and let people know that you need help. I want you to network with others when it comes to your family and friends. You know, I'm the type of person, I'm an only child. I do well by myself. But sometimes it's hard for me to accept help, right? And you may feel that same way too. You're used to doing everything yourself. You're used to being the rock and everybody came to you. But sometimes even the strongest people need help. They need assistance. So I want you to network with others. You don't know what another person knows if you don't ask them. They may have the very answer that you need. So I don't want you to be shy. I don't want you to be ashamed that life happens to everyone, but collectively, getting knowledge from here, listening to this video, having someone help you run errands, having someone help you. Maybe they're going to the grocery store and they're saying, hey, I can pick you up a few items if you like. Let people help you. People actually want to help you and they don't have a ulterior motive behind it. You got to believe it. There's some good people out there and I'm one of them. So this is Lacy Robertson, the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide. Prayerfully, this information helps you. I'm here for all your mortgage and real estate needs. Should you need them as you're rebuilding, you have questions, I am an amazing resource. I don't say it just because it's me. Other people have said it too. So I have a plethora of people that can vouch for that. And so I'm here to help. So for all your mortgage and real estate needs, I want you to call me at 714-914-7254. I'm Lacy Robertson, the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide. I look forward to working with you and for you. And until then, have a blessed day.